Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the football will come out to the 20-yard line.
Ready, ready! 18 Gator. What we got? Go!
They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Well, the spark that ignited the Cowboys-Giants rivalry goes back to 1960 when Dallas's first head coach and former New York Giants assistant Tom Landry brought his 0-10 rookie squad into Yankee Stadium. That game would finish a 31-31 tie, the only non-loss in the expansion Cowboys' first season. 6 decades later, still one of the most heated rivalries in the NFL. Heck, even Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett spent 3 seasons in a Giants uniform. And Dallas leads the overall series, including the last 4 meetings. It's a second down run with Sanders. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Watch left. He's stopping. 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. He'll try and throw for it here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Okay, ready? 59, Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Oh, you give him a headache.
Second and 13. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the draw, here's Sanders. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
They'll run with Sanders. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Shift. Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
61, matchbox, lights. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 21-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, check line. Watching your 5. Yeah. 55's mine.
2nd and 10. It's complete. It's Forte. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Single receiver. Kill. Smooth. Mike.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got his man Cruz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call down on a couple of guys there.
60 outlaw, 80 weapons. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
They'll run with Taylor. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Back to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
First and 10 at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
Set up, 50, plant. 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Now.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Ready?
Back to throw. McMahon. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Not today. Mike 5'9".
Looking to throw. McMahon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Here's Sanders. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready, set. Oh, here we go. Oh, bravo. Recon, 132 fighter.
On first and 10, McMahon. It's caught by Sanders. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
60 more. Blue draw quarter. Get it.
Off the play fake. McMahon. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Switch.
2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Another run here with Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent, that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On first down, Taylor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. 64. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
2nd and 6. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On first down, it's Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check 13. Check X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, exit. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Yo, Jack. Ready?
2nd and 9 now. A throw left side complete to Biletnikoff. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
You ready?
2nd and 15. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down with backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to go down again. Jerome Baker, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it, yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
We got to step it up.
Another run with Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, McMahon. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Protein spill. Hey, Delta. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Switch.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, box truck. Ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
6-6. Pull it high. Hit it.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Off play action. McMahon. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Get it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal, Giants.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Giants, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.